I mean, it's not a hard cliff, you know? So the roots can easily go into it, you see?
Oh, wow.
This stuff is very shady. So but this is still the reason why phylloxera can't live in here, you know? Phylloxera can't get in there, you know? That's the reason we don't have phylloxera. And sometimes, let me see.
Can you see the roots coming out?
Yeah, sometimes you see, when you see how deep the roots are going, you know? Slate up there. This red slate, we have a large vineyard here, which is called going into the red slate, dry one, you know? So an Urzinger Wurzgarten starts, here's an old press house, you know, Roman press house. And the Wurzgarten starts, we have a vineyard here, that's just the border to the Wurzgarten in Rachtiger. Where is it? Must be here somewhere. If you see a white blue sign here, that is where the,
There
white
it
blue.
is.
Yeah, and here Urzinger Wurzgarten starts. We are just on the border. Here Urzinger Wurzgarten starts. And this is the Lieu de Fischerei, very good.
What is the characteristic of the Lieu?
That's different because here it is red slate, and the original Wurzgarten, that's the red volcanic soil, you know?
Right.
And here we get always more anisine character, very fruity. So anisine, it's often so a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc touch, you know? It's definitely different to the original Urzinger Wurzgarten, you know? So the Lieu de is called here Fischerei. Contourtier in Hermitage is even bigger. So my father is from this village, you know? And that was the winery of my dad here, this little tower.
Yes.
So we have been always playing as kids here. My father moved the winery to Bernkastel, to our house, to my mom's house, where we're living.
Yes.
71. And sold this piece.
Yeah.
But until 71, it was always produced, the wines from Urzinger hadn't been produced there.
So this is where you played as a kid?
Yeah, we always, drove with them in the morning to Urzinger. Here you see already the deep red soil here.
Lots more iron over here.
Yeah, because here you come, here we see this volcanic stuff, you see? Maybe my vineyard manager 15 years ago had been getting off the road with his car.
Yeah. Took the detour.
With his wife and the dog. Broke some ribs. Tumbled all the way down.
Oh my God.
Thank God it was not our vineyard, it was Eimer's vineyard.
That's a loyal employee.
Very loyal employee.
Good man.
Not to ours.
Yeah.
Really, the whole Wurzgarten starts with a cliff over there, you know?
Sorry.
Where you see the cliff, you know? And then the vineyards here in front of Urzinger, that's the Fischerei, Lieu de. And then it goes all this curve into this cliff, you know? And you see this is not reorganized. This area is reorganized over there. This here is not reorganized. Very steep. Here we have still this old method of the border. You see, this here is the border, you know, white blue, you know, as I told you here, white blue, that's ours, you know. So our vineyard is going this direction, you know. This direction is, what is on Mönchhof, yeah. So this is Mönchhof, you know. So that means we always share the border. That means the first wine is mine, because that's the border, you know. The second wine is Mönchhof. The third wine is mine again. The fourth wine is Mönchhof. and the fifth wine is mine again, you know, and that is our border again, because then the vineyard is going this direction, you see, because it's so difficult to explain it to the Polish or whatever Romanians. So that's the reason we mark our vineyards, you see. But every wine on the border is marked with this white band, you know. Here's the that's our term color. We call
So
it.
it's this little block here. So that,
Well, no, it's going to this. Yeah, then it goes over there.
Yeah.
And that is the border again, and then it goes down again. You see? Then the white blue. The next one is somebody else again.
yeah.
Then we coming again, and the other one, which what I can't read it. What is
No,
on the
I can't
white?
read it either.
And this guy is going from there to this here, to this wooden thing.
Yeah.
So there's basically what we have here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wines. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 owners on 7 wines.
Wow, just right here.
Right here. Because this is mine, this is towards mine. Here is Mönchhof. Mönchhof is going to this. No? Mönchhof has only basically this 1, 2, 3, 4 wines, which are going 4 deep and all the way to this red pole, you know? You see?
Yeah.
Then another owner starts. This guy goes, wait a minute, this guy is going from there, the wooden, to there. And then another owner starts, which is going this way, you know?
Bloody hell.
And then,
Worse than Burgundy.
so this is, so you have on this plot us, Mönchhof, this guy, the other guy, and then Kesselstadt starts again down there. I mean, that's so confusing, you know? Who owns what, you know? And it's not square vineyards, you know?
I used to think
Yeah.
Burgundy was bad.
Yeah, Burgundy is bad.
Exactly.
This is even worse here. And you see, and this is the soil we have here, you know? I mean, you have a lot of slate on the surface, you know? But this slate, you know, because you see up there, the cliffs there, that is this pure red volcanic conglomerate, you know? This stuff here, you know? You see? This is the stuff you have there. And if you dig a feet deep, you have only this stuff here, you know? Only this stuff. You know, this conglomerate, this red conglomerate. This, the slate on top on it, you know, that's artificially poured in. That was a typical winter work over hundreds of years. There is a slate mine around the corner. In the winter they mine slate and carry it into the vineyard because they found out that slate is doing something good to the vineyard. Good microclimate, good drainage, and what they definitely didn't know in these days, there's a lot of potassium in the slate, you know, and if it weathers down, you know, you have a natural source of a little bit of potassium. You know, potassium is a very important fertilizer in agriculture, you know. I mean, it's a minor source, but there is a little bit of source. That is often, they say, that's the reason that the acidity of the Mosel is so minerally driven, because of the high content of potassium of the slate in the soil, you know. But basically, here in Urzig, you see it here. Further here, you don't have that much. Here, of course, this guy brought a lot of slate in the last 100 years. But here you see it's less slate on the surface, you see? Here. And this is the stuff, you see? It's very, very breakable. You see how it breaks? You see? That is the stuff. It breaks very well. Now. And you see here it is all over covered here. Yeah? That's the Urzinger Wurzgarten. That's the original. In the front you don't have it, you know, it's only here. It is filled, basically what happened here, this valley was filled up. If you dig down, it's only a deposit of, say, 300 meters of this volcanic which filled up this valley, you know. Beneath it, it's red slate, and very deep is blue slate again, you know. It is basically the only reason that we have red slate there and red slate around the corner is that the heat of this lava or whatever it is, which flew in here, oxidized the blue slate. Otherwise it was, I mean, as further you come, it's blue slate again. This red slate is nothing else as oxidized blue slate through the heat of this. I mean, because this valley from whatever, this is a volcanic area, you know, the Eifel used to be a very volcanic area. And that stuff somehow flew in here, you know. That is basically, you see it, there's a nice map up there, you see it, you know, it's the valley, And it's just sitting in the valley, which filled up with this lava stuff, you know. And then you have red slate around it, and then further over it's blue slate again, you know.
Now, what are the characteristics of the Wurzgarten?
Well, you will see it later. I mean, it's more earthy in style, you know. More earthy. The acidity tastes different, you know. I mean, it's more buffered, like we had it yesterday with the belts, you know. The acidity seems to be more round, more buffered, you know, not as extinct from here. There, it is more slaty, the acidity again. Here it is very round and very soft, you know. And it's an earthier style.
As they age,
More,
they do show more of that spice character.
yeah, they have this kind of different, they don't show so much this kind of fruit aromas, you know, this peach and these kind of aromatics. It's really more this earthy, spicier characters, you know, this kind of, you know, cardamom and this kind of stuff, you know.
When do you think they're at their best to drink in a good vintage?
Well, this Le D, just this corner here, we have also some vineyards here. That's Le D Wurzgarten Sonnenuhr. My father still labeled it as Wurzgarten Sonnenuhr, which is going all the way up to the vineyards beneath here and there. That's the sundial. Then here is a small vineyard which is called Gold Wingert, you know?
Yes.
That's a monopole, only this piece here. This piece here. And then from here, that's all prelat. All these vineyards, all the vineyards down here, these are prelat. You know?
Right.
That's all prelat. Very close to the cliffs, you know.
Close planting too.
And so, you know, only the vineyards beneath here, you know. That is. Ja, da fahr doch vorbei, du Arschloch. Na los! Idiot. Yeah, this is all up to here is prelat, you know. Up to here. Yeah. And there's this old mine, you know. Our people are in here, just in our vineyards. That's Treppchen, yeah.
Yep.
That's all our people. And here's an old Roman press house, you know.
Another one.
An old Roman press house. The funny thing is, in all the Grand Cru Vineyards here, they found a Roman press house.
Yes, they knew them.
In each Grand Cru. In Wilde Sonne, where they found a Roman press house, in Quarheimer Reich, Wurzgarten, here the Prelat, Treppchen, they found a Roman press house. Zeldinger, Sonne, where they found a Roman press house.
So you said the Romans had pretty good taste.
Well, you know, the Romans started it. Of heaven, you know.
Yes.
Bailey, there was, you know, I don't know if you have these things too. 1st of May is what we call witch night, Hexennacht, you know. And the kids doing a lot of stupid things, you know.
Sure.
And so they crawl up there in the witch night, you know, and turn the H, Himmelreich, into a P. So it was Kracher Pimmelreich. You know, and that means kingdom of dildos.
Oh. Not quite the same.
Turned it in from kingdom to heaven into kingdom of dildos. Kracher Pimmelreich. Took them half a year to change it.